I know Pete knows. Okay, once upon a time, I won't say how many years ago, I was an engineer, but I was never a software engineer. So I have some, enough technology in my background to be dangerous. But I
Okay.
feel like today, with the tools that we have at hand, we can all be the forward deployed engineers. And I think that the key to being a good forward deployed engineer is you need to understand the basics of technology. You need to understand things like the SDLC, software development lifecycle, and also agile concepts. But I actually think the most important thing for success for a forward deployed engineer is someone who can understand, comes at it from a business first perspective. And I think this is what makes us all so powerful as AI first business users. I can come at it and I can build a prototype. I don't need to know how to code. I have a development team who's going to make that production worthy. But as a forward deployed engineer, I can be doing that POC myself. And that is a capability I would have never claimed in the past.
What was your aha? How did you discover that? What was
I
your
don't,
aha moment?
that's a great question. I'm not sure there was an aha moment or I was the frog in the boiling pot. Um, that it just happened over time. Although maybe my aha moment was on a call with John Workman. So I went ahead and installed VS Code and I connected myself to Claude Code. And then I sat here with a prompt and I said, I don't know what to do. So maybe it was when I got on a call with John Workman. Again, taking advantage of my colleagues who are maybe a step further ahead in the pipeline, and he helped show me how to use a simple tool in Claude Code directly
Mhm.
and get started. And
Yeah.
then as I downloaded Claude locally, and now I have Chat, Cowork, and Claude Code, and I am just doing everything I possibly can at this point.
Well,
I
maybe
love
there's
that
a
fearless approach.
yeah.
I mean, it is. It is. People spend so much time being afraid of either just trying or, what Mike was saying earlier about the 10 IQ, point boost. I also have so many people saying it's just making us dumber. My thought,
You're
Crazy.
using it
Yeah,
wrong if that's true, but okay.
that's
well,
right.
and I've fortunate enough to have spent a lot of time speaking at universities, training school districts. And I want to tell you, the people that are embracing it and thinking about it have the opportunity to be some of the world's greatest thinkers moving forward, not because of the AI, but because we've always been chained to our ability to ask for more in the past and dream bigger and better. And now we have children and young people coming up who will be able to think so much bigger than we were ever given permission to think. And they are going to be able to lean into and utilize these tools and incredible, engineers like we have at Answer Rocket to be part of that solution. But they are going to be able to say, but what if do you think I can? And the answer is yes. You just have to dream it. Now let's find a way to lean into it.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I have this one of my wife would say it's probably my favorite movie of all time is The Matrix.
Oh, yes.
And there's a scene in the movie where Neo gets plugged into the Matrix for the first time, and some guy gets on there and basically loads a bunch of programs, and when Neo
True.
wakes up,
Loads the
he
kung
goes, "I know
fu.
kung fu," right? So I think, I mean, honestly, this is the closest thing that we've ever had to that. I mean, if you want to learn something really quickly, it's pretty amazing. If you want to learn about a client and their business, or just a new topic or a hobby or what have you, you can just lean into the agent. And Michelle, what I'll do, you talked about sort of the voice thing. I'm driving around instead of just listening to the radio. I'll say, hey, tell
Full
me
time.
about this. Quiz me on it. Make me smarter on the way to this meeting. And it's absolutely incredible